Preseason's going well. All the guys are out playing hard. They practiced hard in the off season, so it's making the transition very easy. And we're looking forward to finally getting some matches in after a long warm-up season.
I think it's gone really well. Our team's really shown up so far this spring, or this winter so far, and we're really working hard. I think we're pushing ourselves in the conditioning a bit more. You know, even if we're just doing the same stuff, we're doing it harder and putting a bit more intensity into it. And I think we all recognize that we could have a real good team and a real good season this season. We don't have any real weaknesses top to bottom. We have, I think, 6 or 7 guys who can play anywhere in the lineup, and I think everyone's really working hard to kind of maximize their potential and contribute as much as they can.
I still think it's in flux. Obviously, we have some senior leadership that will be playing #1 doubles, Bressman and Kelm, and they'll obviously be probably in the top 4, both of them. But bottom of the lineup, it's wide open. We have a lot of young players, and a lot of them are fighting for a spot. So it'll be result-driven, and we'll see what happens. I think we have a couple first years that could make an impact. Max has had a very strong fall, and he's continued to impress. And Irving Stone's also had a strong fall and is fighting his way into the lineup. I think they could really possibly even surprise me. And a lot of Danny Park is another player. He's a sophomore. He played a little last year, and he's playing well going into the season. So I'd say those 3 guys would be the players to watch.
Are good this year. This is a real good recruiting class we've had. Irving hits one of the biggest forehands I've ever seen, which I don't understand because he's so skinny. And Max is a great player too, and they're both great personalities. And then the other freshmen are great too, whether they make the lineup or not. They're great to have around. They're great in practice and dinner and just hanging out with them. I think Danny Park is a real solid player, and you know, we did real well at the bottom of the lineup last year, so maybe he didn't get a chance to play as much as he could have. But I think he's really showing himself and really wanting to prove his stripes right now, and I think he's doing that. But overall, I think, you know, we got a real good team. We're a real young team still, even though we're now a year older, and I think everyone's going to be able to contribute. You see a lot of the top national teams, and they have that #1 player that can just dominate every match. I would say our strength is maybe kind of the opposite of those teams, where we have such a deep lineup that, you know, 1 through 6 we can kind of mix up the order and everyone would do just as well. And I think this spring has been really healthy so far, and everyone's really stepping it up and try to claim that #1 spot. And when that season comes around, I think we'll be a lot better equipped at the top of the lineup to compete with the nationally ranked teams and the top 10 teams. But I think our strength is, you know, we've got great depth. Our doubles, you know, last year we kind of missed out on a couple key opportunities, and we're working real hard to, you know, get our doubles together. And I think our doubles lineup is going to be real strong this year, and the bottom of our singles lineup is going to be our moneymaker. We've got real strong guys who could play at the top of the lineup, playing at the bottom of the lineup, and yeah, they're going to do real well.
Well, I think it's a good learning lesson for our guys last year. You know, Franklin Marshall came in and really took it to us early in doubles, and they almost seemed to want it a little more right out of the box, and our guys kind of reacted instead of just being proactive. So I think this year, I think they're going to be ready for the conference, whomever will play first round, and I think it's a great learning experience, and they'll grow from that.
Franklin and Marshall kind of took us by surprise. We were expecting them maybe a bit to roll over, and we didn't come out with the intensity that we needed to, and I guess they kind of psyched us out with their intensity, and by the time we got ourselves back into the match, it was, you know, maybe a little bit too late. But I think, you know, we got a different lineup this year. I think we have a stronger lineup, And I think we're stronger mentally as well as just talent-wise. So I think we're really going to compete with them, and we're going to bring the intensity this year. This is. I mean, honestly, it's my last year. I want to go out with a bang, and I don't plan on losing to them.
Well, it's definitely going to be different without Mike. We used to work together as a team, so to speak, so now I don't have Mike to always confer. He doesn't have me to confer right at the moment, but it's exciting at the same time. I can try and some different things, experiment, and then see what works, and then collaborate with Mike when he comes back. So it's an exciting time because I can try my own things and see if they actually work instead of always having to confer, so to speak. So it's exciting, but also I miss Mike at the same time. We've known each other for a very long time and had some successes together. So.
A little weird. I can honestly say that Mike has been like a family member to me. I look to him for encouragement, for guidance, and not even on the tennis court, just kind of in life. And not having him here is, kind of like missing a family member. But at the same time, Josh is a great coach. He's been really great these past 3 years as an assistant coach, and I think he'll be just as good, if not better, as a head coach. So, I'm going to miss Mike. I'm going to miss everything that he does for us on and off the court and all the support he gives us on and off the court. But I think Josh gives us great support too, and he's a great coach, and I'm very excited for the season and for him taking over for the season.